Alphabet, Chrome, Gemini.
Yep.
One of the problems that Alphabet has is that Gemini does not have a big market share.
No.
They're way, way, way behind, particularly OpenAI. So all of these guys are trying to make chess moves. Like Musk has Grok. He's trying to get that on X to get people to use it, even pay for a subscription. So how is this working? What's the thought process behind what Alphabet's doing?
Well, first, Alphabet, are probably high-fiving each other every day over the fact that they didn't have to sell Chrome to somebody.
Oh, God,
So
yes.
plugging it into a bigger functioning part of Chrome probably is a smart idea, because as you mentioned, when we were discussing the fact that they did dodge the Chrome bullet, as you mentioned, Chrome is the kind of thing where you're tied into so much with it, because it's tied into your Gmail. It's tied into everything you do, that somehow they can advertise through there. And I think by putting the application into Chrome rather than just landing on it on their page may be a smart thing, because people can easily access it, like you easily access all the other chatbots. So I think that could have been part of it. And number two, I mean, Gemini has good reviews, but very low usage compared to the others.
Well, it's sort of like Microsoft. They're taking another product they've got and they're building it on the back of that, because they have huge distribution. I mean, Chrome, I think, has 70% of the browser market in the world.
It does. And that's why I think that was part of their logic and reasoning. Yeah.
Well, they're also using it on search pages.
Right.
So, if I do a search on Google, instead of getting the regular links, which, obviously the people who used to get links hate this, but a lot of times you're getting a Gemini summary. So Alphabet's doing a very smart thing. They're weaving Gemini into search, and now they're weaving it into the browser.
Yeah, and almost regardless, at this point, Chrome is such an accepted browser, and they have so much of. I mean, face it, if you have an email, it's either Gmail or Yahoo, I guess. I don't know who else you can use what people use for email accounts, but they flood the email accounts with advertising, and it's real targeted stuff, and they have tons of data. So I think that's smart. And like you said, by having it on just a regular Google search page, it's the first thing you see. It's up in the upper left corner, and it doesn't come with tons of data always, but it has something.
Yeah. Well, again, Alphabet dodges a bullet with the government, now can use Chrome, which they might have lost, as a distribution center for their AI.
Yeah, and like we said recently, of all the big tech Mag 7 giants, Alphabet still is about our favorite, just because everything they own, and it's remarkable because, and you pointed this out, last time or recently, just YouTube has gotten huge, and I was reading today where YouTube, they're getting into more programming, and they're going to have an NFL game on Christmas again, and they signed a huge deal with YouTube did with Anheuser-Busch InBev to pitch Budweiser and Modelo and Corona. There are three big brands.
Unbelievable.
Well, you're right about this. Alphabet remains, I think, our top pick going forward, because it brings the most to the table.
I absolutely think that's true.